I'm not doing that because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fargan ice holes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the geeks in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh, my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast.
The Basement Benchwarmers Podcast back for another week. We're short a few guys. Got a couple guys in the DL tonight, the IL. It's just Jace here tonight and Willie. Willie will be back in a minute. He went around to his car. He forgot his vodka, I think. I don't know what he forgot. Bourbon? I don't know.
Malort.
He'll be back in a minute, though. So tonight we'll talk about the NFL. We'll talk about Major League Baseball playoffs. We'll talk about this crazy last weekend in college football. It was a lot of upsets. A lot of different things happened. We'll talk about that. We'll also obviously talk about NFL Week 6 coming up and NFL Week 5 that just passed. So let's start out how we start off every week. We'll start off, how was your week? And we'll start with Willie. How was your week, Willie?
Where's that at? Where's Tim?
I said they're in the IL or DL, whatever. I don't know.
What did I do? You know what? I watched a lot of playoff baseball.
Nice.
And I just saw a great game tonight. Saw the Tigers pulled out in the top of the 9th inning with a 3-run bomb off their, the best
closer in baseball.
Best
maybe.
Closer in baseball. Yeah. So, watching a lot of baseball, lots of football. Not pro football. I don't think I saw a game this weekend because I was traveling
in your car.
In my car. I listened to the baseball game.
Nice.
And so that was basically it. I got a little dart ball in last week, and I think you did yourself. So
yeah, I did too. Yeah. Yep.
Yes, that's about it. Nothing too exciting.
Cool. Jace, how was your week?
Good. Work, football on Friday at Indian Trail. Watched. Well, first off, got the shit scared out of me by an artillery cannon every time somebody scored. Watched the Horlick running back do his thing. That kid is a beast. And then Bears game on Sunday. Watched them beat the Panthers. And I'm here.
Cool. My week the same. Saw the Bear game also. Saturday I went to the Blackhawks. So we went to the Blackhawks home away from home series. They did a Fiserv Forum. Telling Willie before the show, pretty cool thing they did there. Made the Fiserv Forum actually transform into United Center. It was weird how they did it, but it felt like you were at a home game for the Blackhawks. It was crazy. The graphics, the horn they had. Obviously they played Chelsea Dagger when they scored 6 times. So it was fun. It was a good time. It was a good time. It was fun. It was different experience, kind of cool. And you got better prices than you would probably pay in Chicago. So that was the cool thing too.
How much was a beer?
Oh, beers are still beer prices. They didn't give anything. They didn't do Chicago prices. They're still beer prices. Stopped for old fashioned before a drink Wisconsin, so that was a good time. Always good. Always a cool place to stop before a game. Down there.
Did you stop at the on the way home was that one bar?
No, bro, we had Jace with us, so yeah, Bernhardt's. Yeah. No, we did not stop there.
That wasn't their excuse. We just had to wake up early the next day.
Yeah, that's why.
Too old to stay out late now.
Yeah, that's a good point. So that was my week. Yeah. So yep, good.
How'd you guys do in dartball?
We won one. We won the first game and lost the next 2. But we
who'd you play?
Clubhouse, but they put up 9 runs in a game.
How was that experience at Clubhouse?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. It was weird. It was like it's like not bad to shoot there, but it's like just weird where you got to sit and
it's very tight.
Not a lot of room. We were off to the side where we couldn't really see the board. Like it was like on it was, but I mean overall it was cool. I mean it was fine. Besides my wife getting cut off from the kitchen, everybody orders food on our team, including my wife, including Jenny, and they came back and said. Gave her their food, then told Jenny after everybody got their food, well, we're done. We're not gonna make it home our food, and didn't give Jenny anything. So
but then half your burger?
No, but then I didn't get anything. She just got wings. But then the owner's son, actually, we were talking to him during the game, and he actually offered us a free pizza, made us a pizza.
Oh, did he?
We brought a pizza home, so it was good. The pizza was good, so
right, good.
They made good on the whole thing. So
I watched Pete Alonso hit a big home run while I was there.
Yeah, Pete Alonso. Yeah,
that was crazy. Yeah, we saw that same thing. So you heard the air go out of Mason's. That was it.
Yeah, it became pretty quiet at the Clubhouse. So
I can only imagine. Yeah.
The Brewers. Well, we'll talk. Let's start. You know what? Before we do good bad, let's start with baseball. The Major League playoffs are going on. And what were our picks for the first round? You have them in front of you.
Yep.
So what did everybody have getting out of the first round?
First round, we will start in the AL. Astros, Tigers. Astros, Ed and Eric.
Okay.
Tigers, Scott and Willie. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, Willie. Me and Willie on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys were all wrong on the Orioles.
We all picked the Royals over the Royals. Ooh.
No, Orioles.
Orioles. Over the Royals, right?
Over the Royals, yeah. Yep, and the Royals are on. Now to the NL. Braves over the Mets. Ed and Willie had the
Brewers.
Or Brewers. It looks like Braves. Brewers. Mets. You and Scott and Eric.
Okay.
You guys are there still. Padres, Braves. Eric and Ed had the Padres, and Scott and Willie had the Braves.
Sounds like a lot of splits.
Yep.
Like they're stuck.
Do you want to make our picks?
Well, let's talk about what's going on. Obviously, Tigers are playing the Guardians, and they're tied 1-1 now. This is early in the week. We're doing the show on Monday. And then Mets, Phillies are tied at 1-1. The Padres and Dodgers are tied at 1-1. And their Yankees and Royals are 1-0 when they're playing this evening. So, good series so far. I like 1-1 series. They're always fun, better than going 2-0 and putting pressure. It keeps it equal, I think, when you get a series that goes back and forth, because then pitching – You nobody has to be desperate pitching. Although I do like those situations when the team gets down 2-0 and they get desperate and start using different pitchers at different times. That's kind of fun to watch.
Well, that's what the Tigers and Indians, Guardians were doing today. They're going to empty their bullpens because they have a day off tomorrow.
There you go.
So they can do that. So, and they know, like, I think Cobb's pitching for the Guardians, but Detroit doesn't know yet who they're going to throw. So, you never know with Hinch. He just might throw.
Yeah.
9 guys.
Has Skubal pitched this series yet? No.
Yes. Today he pitched.
We pitched today. Okay,
I think he went into the.
It's nice to get the win with him pitching.
He went into the 8th inning, I think.
Yeah.
Well, what was the score? 3-0. So it was a good pitcher. Good pitcher.
It was
a good pitching duel. Then 3. It was 0-0 going to the 9th. So,
so I was
playoff baseball once in a while happens.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's like
The starter for the Guardians today was Boyd. It looked like a bullpen day. It was a big bullpen day for Cleveland. Boyd went 4.2, then Smith went 1.2, and then they used 4 guys out of the pen.
Gaddis, and then
brought
in.
Yep.
So we can make some picks here if you want for this new round. Tigers are playing the Guardians right now, so we can go around the room. Willie, who you gonna take?
Yeah, stick with the Tigers.
Mm-hmm. Jace, who do you like?
I want to go Tigers, but I'm going to go Cleveland because I don't think the Tigers have enough pitching.
I'm going to go with the Tigers because they seem like they're playing hot baseball. I think they're Diamondbacks this year. They kind of are. They got in. They won a bunch of games at the end. So not that the Guardians aren't a good team. They've been good all year, but the Tigers. It's a division. It's a division series too. Those are fun too. You don't really think of it. So, and it's only 5 games. So if they can get, they might not have to come back. You never know. Is it 2-2-1?
2-2-1.
Yeah, so you don't have to come back maybe. So you never know. Mets Phillies, another good series, 1-1. The Mets, let's talk about that real quick. We didn't really talk about that because local stuff. Just the Brewers, how they just cannot seem to win a series after probably ending with the biggest lead in their division, I'm guessing, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
And unfortunately, they didn't get the bye because they didn't beat out the Phillies or the
Dodgers,
which, I mean, it's just a thing with them. They just can't win a series. It's crazy.
And they had it was home.
Yeah, they've done it 2 years. They've done it 2 years in a row. The Diamondbacks came in and beat them 2-0 right away.
Right.
This one looked like they had it in hand. They got those runs in the 8th. It was like, oh, this is over. They're bringing in Devin Williams. This is done. And then starts with, and not Little League, because Little League you have problems with, but this starts with 13, 14, 15, high school. You cannot walk anybody.
No.
Walking guys is bad. And like people said, even if you don't walk the guy, Lonzo hits a solo shot or a 2-runner, at least they're
still winning.
They're 2-runner would have made it tied. I mean, you gave him and the pitch wasn't bad.
No.
I give Alonzo a ton of credit. He took that pitch and hit it where it was. He didn't try pulling it. He just slapped it to the right side and he slapped it.
Well, I did. I was talking to Evan Myers about it, and he said that pitch is a risky pitch to throw. A team that hits the ball opposite side really well, and he was up 3-1 on him. So you're going to throw a changeup on the outer half to a guy who hasn't hit the ball well all series. So, I mean, it's a risky pitch to take, and it didn't help that he was tipping his pitch. His fastball to changeup.
Yeah. The tipping pitch thing came out too. They said there was his hand was different in his glove. They showed that
his fastball made his glove flat on top, where his changeup, you could see his grip over the top, and it popped top of his glove up.
Yeah, so they might have saw that, but I kind of disagree with the pitching, because Pete Alonso is still a guy who's going to try to. It's in nature for a guy like that to try to win it with one swing, and I just give him credit for not trying to. Like, he did win it with one swing, but his swing,
calm swing.
The swing wasn't
swing,
trying to win it with one swing.
Right.
It wasn't a Javi Baez swing, or what I'm talking about, Rob Deere type swing. Yeah. So, fun fact, though, I don't think we talked about it last week, did we? About the payroll, we didn't talk about this last week.
No,
the Tigers' payroll is actually cheaper than Javi Baez, and it's cheaper than playoff payroll, or cheaper than Josh Hader.
Did Javi
and
Baez
probably a lot of players.
Did he get left off the playoff roster?
Yeah, because he's actually injured.
He's injured, yeah.
He's injured. I'm doing air quotes, right?
Right, yeah, air quotes. Yeah.
So I think it's just to not make him feel bad he's not playing, I guess. I don't know. But they don't need him. I mean, I think this offseason, I don't know how long's left on that deal with him.
Too long. They're still paying Miggy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And you know what? In baseball, they don't mind paying people. Maybe they'll just cut him loose. There's no point in keeping him around.
Right.
What's he going to do? He's just going to might as well bring a young kid that can play in that spot. I mean, right. I don't know. It sucks for Baez, because I think he's the guy who got the money and just doesn't work as hard anymore.
To his head.
He doesn't work. I don't think he works hard anymore. I don't,
because him and Lindor are really tight. And you can see just the opposite of those two.
And why didn't he stay with New York? Because Lindor probably saw it happening. Is like, this guy isn't gonna. Maybe he saw it and just told. Maybe he was a back to our management. Yeah, I want to sign this guy back, because there was rumors he was gonna stay with the Mets.
Right. Yeah.
And that disappeared like quick.
Having those two up the middle, yeah.
So maybe Lindor saw it. But yeah, the Brewers, unfortunately, and they're just gonna probably lose Adames in the offseason. I'm guessing. So. I don't know anything else that's going to happen with them. I mean, pitching wise, I mean, they're still going to have the staff, but that staff we talked about all year, and great for them. They pitched over their heads at times. They were timely all year, and that's awesome. But they just were in a bad division too. The Cubs, Cardinals. Cubs had their terrible month and a half, and then played good at the end, of course. Again, the Cardinals did the same thing, had a streak but didn't. And the Brewers had a terrible streak like in June or July, and you never got closer than 7 games or 5 games. It was weird.
No one caught him.
Nope. Yeah, and so is that going to happen again? I don't know. Maybe. So we'll see. The Brewers will be back next year. We'll see if they're back in the same position.
Yeah, and then we got the Phillies and the Mets going. We started to talk about.
Yeah.
So I guess every time that Harper hits a home run,
okay,
they win.
Really?
So. See if he can keep it going. But
so speaking of that, who do you like to win that series? Mets, Phillies tied up, going to New York.
Queens, yep.
I'd like to see Philly win. I think more so because of Schwarber.
Right? Yeah, I like Schwarber. Yeah,
good ball player, good guy. So.
Oh yeah. Jace,
Mets.
I think I saw this stat, and I would like to see the Phillies win, and I think they can. But there's a stat out there. I believe every team the Brewers have lost to in a playoff season, the last 8 times have made the World Series.
Is that right?
Yeah. And 6 of them have won it. Diamond. It was a crazy stat.
Every team that the Brewers lost to has made it.
I think their last
to the NLCS or the World Series.
No, the World Series. And I think the first 6 they lost to won it. And then this last 2 Diamondbacks didn't win it. They lost it, or some stat like that. I'm gonna go with the Mets because of what do you call it? What's the number thing they call?
Scorigami.
No, well, not when you go by numbers or whatever, baseball thing. With,
odds? No, I don't know.
What's his name? Billy Bean did.
Oh, Billy Bean. Oh, yeah.
Metrics. I'm going by the metrics.
Analytics.
There we go. Analytics. Yeah. Okay, so we got one Philly and two Mets. How about Padres Dodgers tied up? This is Dave Roberts. He doesn't win, he's fired.
You're taking the Phillies?
Yeah. No, I'm taking the Mets.
Oh, you're taking the Mets.
I'm taking the Mets. Yeah. Who do you like, Willie?
I'm gonna take the Padres, and there's a reason behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for a Padres Tigers World Series reminiscent of 1984.
Yes. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. Say they should wear the throwback uniforms too.
Oh yeah, bring out the Ray Crocs.
Yeah. Who do you like, Jace?
Padres, because screw the Dodgers.
I'm going with Padres. The Padres. I think they're the NL version of the Tigers right now. They're hot, and I think you can see them in the. I don't know. Could be a collision course. You never know, like you said. But I'm going to go with the Padres over the Dodgers. I think Dodgers. I think they might have too many pitching injuries. I think that might catch up to them, right. And they don't have the complete team right now. Still, so
no. Bueller, he just started pitching back. What?
And Kershaw's done for the year.
They
announced
3 or 4 weeks ago, and he still doesn't look sharp.
Yeah. I like the Padres because the only thing with Padres losing Musgrove is a big deal. That sucks for them. That might be.
I mean, it's nice having 38 Yu Darvish go out there and deal yesterday, though. So
Darvish has been struggling too, so that's good. He's gonna be that guy. He's not gonna let you down. I don't think too often. So, okay, the other one, Case.
Here. You want to? I have all these here. Yes. The Brewers.
Oh yeah.
2011. They lost to the Cardinals in the NLCS. Cardinals win that year, 2011. Yeah, they beat the Rangers.
Yeah.
Lost NLCS in 2018. Dodgers. They did not win the World Series.
Dodgers didn't win the World Series.
Lost
no. Only one they won was the COVID one. The Dodgers,
correct.
Right?
Yes. And they lost. Did the Brewers play them that year? Yep. Dodgers Brewers played that year.
Mm-hmm.
2019. Nationals won the World Series.
Jesus,
it's crazy.
2020 Dodgers win the World Series. 2021 Divisional Series, the Braves win the World Series. Missed the playoffs in 22. 2023 Diamondbacks going to lose the World Series, and then this year
the Mets
story
will
write
question
its own
question
story.
mark, are they going to the World Series? That's a question. So Mets Yankees KC, another right now it's 1-0 case Yankees. And what do you think of that, Willie?
I know Judge, he had a tough first game,
mm-hmm.
and when I was coming over here, he struck out again in the first inning. And Witt, I think he was over, or did he have? Yeah, I don't think he had a hit in that first game. So I think it really comes down to those two. I mean, who's going to start to show up? You got Juan Soto, but he's a guy you should be able to count on. But I'm going to go with my gut here, and I'm going to say, even though it's 1-0, Yankees have already won one. I think I'm going to go with the Royals.
Okay.
Royals.
I'm going to go with the Yankees in this. I think the Royals are. I don't know. Some of the Royals, I just don't. I don't know.
Pitching,
they're
good pitchers.
Yeah, some about them. I just don't. I think Yankees will overcome this. I'll put it this way, and it's probably a kiss of death, but whoever wins this series isn't going to the World Series. I think whoever wins this series will be losing in the ALCS. I think it'll be the Tigers or Guardians who go to the World Series. So I'm just saying I don't think these two teams. Now that I said that, one of these teams will win the World Series. So
only taking the Royals because Will Smith's on the team, and Will Smith has won the last 3 World Series.
Oh, that was going. Rick wanted to tell us that was his good.
It's his good.
Will Smith, this could be his fourth
consecutive World Series
fourth
championship.
Consecutive World. The reliever from the Royals. This will be his 4th consecutive World Series.
That guy knows how to pick his teams, man.
He's smart. He wants to win and gets paid well for it. I think, as he's a middle reliever. So
I heard he goes to a tarot card reader.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that same guy for my gambling,
right? For sure.
For my fantasy teams.
He calls that psychic on TV.
Yeah, after midnight.
Yes. Forget her name.
So yeah, baseball. About more than a few weeks. About 3-4 weeks left of this. So. We will see. We'll talk more about it next week. A lot of these series will probably be over next week, so we'll talk more about more talk about the NL and ALCS next week. So let's go into good, bad, and ugly. Good, bad, and ugly, like we do every week from the past week. Let's start off with I'm going to start this week. Let me start.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the good. Let's do good. I'm going to go with the Vanderbilt Commodores. Jay Cutler's alma mater, Smoking Jay. 0 for 60 versus ranked opponents in their history.
Not anymore.
Guess what? They are 1 out of 61 now. They beat Alabama, the team that just came off of beating Georgia. And this is why the world makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. No. And as the fans took the goalpost down Broadway and dumped it in the Cumberland River, that I'm sure is not OSHA approved, throwing metal into the river. But hey, they'll just have a few people with asbestos poisoning from the drinking water. So
what did they get charged for that?
First offense, they got charged $100,000.
Arkansas got charged like
$250 for their second offense of field storming because they're trying to ban it.
Oh,
so they just charge them.
So I was listening to their quarterback, Diego.
Yeah.
Diego.
He's got a terrible haircut.
Oh yeah,
terrible,
terrible. But he was so funny because he kept almost swearing the whole time.
Oh yeah,
and they told him, you can't swear, and he's hold on, I want to say hold on. He kept stopping, and he was Dan asked him, he goes, well, how was the coin toss? He goes, man, those guys were talking S to us.
Really?
He's like, okay, let's bring it on, man. And he's like,
sometimes you treat a homecoming game like a homecoming game and you lose.
And Saban,
not that it was a homecoming, you know what I mean? You think it's a homecoming team, but it's not.
Right. Well,
it might have been homecoming for them too, if you think about it. That could have very well been Vanderbilt's homecoming game.
Mm.
But yeah, it's crazy. He was just talking about how during the game there was a lot of shit talking from Alabama the whole time, and he goes, we just kept putting it to us. He said our big rah guy was one of the linemen. I can't remember what his name is, but he just keeps everybody going, and he said we can't quit here. And he got to that towards the end there, he goes, we need 2 first downs and we can win this. We got this. If we
nice.
2 first downs, that's your goal. He goes, it's going to change your life forever.
Yeah.
So
well, good for them, man. Yeah. Good for them. We'll talk more unless it's good. We'll talk more college football after we're done with this, unless some more comes up. But we'll talk more. It was a pretty entertaining weekend of college football. It really was.
Yes, it was.
So Willie, you're good.
My good, it is sports related, but I got to hang out with my dad all weekend.
Nice.
We watched. Got there Friday night. We watched the Michigan State Oregon game. Saturday we watched the Tiger game. It wasn't very good, and then we watched I forget what of the other baseball games, and listened to the Michigan game for the most of it on our way home from being up north. And then after that game was over, watched the end of it, and then we watched the Padres Dodgers game,
nice.
which was an awesome game. So just good hanging out with my dad, watching sports like it used to be.
Yeah,
when I was a kid.
I thought you watched old home movies, like the Inventing the Wheel and Fire movie. No.
My dad said, "Yeah, I did find your Social Security card that had the big number 1 on it."
1B. Your dad's 1A.
1A, yeah, for sure.
Anything good, Jace?
Club Dub is open for business, and it looks like it's going to be staying open. Bears win their 8th consecutive home game, and their last 10 games allowing 21 or fewer points, longest streak in the NFL for a team that is not that good of a football team.
My bad is, if it's true, it's bad, but we will never know. And I actually saw this happen at the Bear game, and I thought I saw this, and it actually was a video of Deshaun Watson doing the same thing. I believe Andy Dalton walked out the field when they wanted to go for it on a 4th down, and just walked out the field like there's no point in going for it. They had just got sacked on a 3rd and 5. It was going to be 4th and 14 from like the 50. He was walking off, and they sent offensive personnel on the field. The punt unit did not come out. They sent offensive personnel on the field. Andy Dalton looked at the coach. They said something. He looked back and pointed like, the ball is look where the ball is, and just walked to the sidelines. And they had to rush a punt team on the field. Happened also in the Cleveland game. Deshaun Watson, supposedly you could tell that Stefanowski wanted to go for it on 4th down. Watson just walked out the field. So it's easy solution for Carolina if that really happened. Just start Bryce Young the rest of the year and hope to get number 1 pick. Very simple. Or he gets better. Bears are you're not winning a Super Bowl with that team because I saw that team in person this weekend, and they are not good. The Bears are a better team. They're not a 36-10 on nobody team. So when you get beat 36-10 by the Bears, you have a lot of stuff to fix. Let's be honest. I mean, and with the Watson thing, just cut your ties and eat the money. Be done with the guy. Say we made a huge mistake. This guy's garbage, and it is what it is. It's just Dalton. I expect more from Dalton because if he did it, it looked like we were watching. It kind of looked like he did, but Watson, I think he did do that, and I just don't know why these coaches just don't replace him instantly. And maybe I don't know. It looked like it was the social media stuff, and a couple of sports reports said that Watson looked like he just walked because. In the Bear game for sure, in the Cleveland clip, they have offensive personnel on the field still. If they're punting, they run out right away, the punters. They just switch, right?
Right.
It didn't happen. So if it's true, unfortunate because that can't happen. That's the worst thing that can happen in this league. Just guys deciding if they want to.
It sounds like
coaches can't call plays now.
Coaches lost the room.
Lost the room, yeah. Well, the guy in Carolina, I feel bad, he's a rookie coach. And
he don't have that. He don't have that room a single bit down there.
Well,
I don't think he does at all.
I think he has it more than people would think because it's his first year, and I mean, that's a hold. And I don't know. Kevin Stanowski, unfortunately for him, he's a great offensive mind, just doesn't have the offensive player. So,
no, I mean, look what he did with Baker that one year.
Yeah, Baker. Yeah.
I mean, look at Baker now.
Yeah. Well, that's where I think a lot of the Kevin's coaching helped him start out. Okay, so that's my bad. Willie, bad.
My bad is. So, McDonald's has got this promotion going on with the cups, the NFL. So like in probably here, you got the Packers logo on the cup. And then,
Yep.
So I got all these cups here and I'm like, my brother had one with the lines on there. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'll stop it. I'm driving home. I said, I'm going to stop at McDonald's. I never go to McDonald's. I'm not a connoisseur like Ed is.
Yeah.
So I stopped. I'm like, I'm getting something to drink there. And I go, yeah, I'd like to get a drink. And he's like, okay. And you get, a large drink. And I grab the cup. I'm not even thinking about it. And I go to, put my beverage in there. And I'm looking at it. Now I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's going to be Lions. It wasn't. And I was in Coloma, which is mile marker 39 miles from Indiana border.
It was the Bears.
No.
Colts.
Ohio State.
Colts. I'm like, dude, you gave me the wrong thing. I need a Lions one. I'm sorry, sir. This is all we have here. So do you think
Colts Cup? Bears would make more sense, wouldn't they? A little bit?
I would think maybe.
Well, the Lions make the most sense.
Lions make the most sense. But so I can, if I go down to Gurnee, I'm going to be able to get a Packers Cup. If I go to the McDonald's on 165, because it's like a mile away from the border, that means I'm going to get a Bears Cup.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see this.
I get Packer Cups from that one.
Oh, 165?
165?
Yeah.
I'm a connoisseur. Trust me, I know.
That's unbelievable.
I couldn't believe it. I said, the guy goes, well, we are kind of close to it. I'm like, yeah, but this is where the Lions are. Now, I could see maybe if it was college and Notre Dame, because Notre Dame's big down in that area there, like Benton Harbor, St. Joe's. Most of the people are.
And you're not that far from Notre Dame.
No, not far from South Bend at all.
No.
But Coloma, Michigan, McDonald's, you got to get this right. You need to have the Lions Cup. So I never got my Lions Cup.
That sucks.
Yeah. Well, road trip, anyone?
Just for a Lions Cup.
We got to go all the way to Kalamazoo, probably. So that's my bad.
No Lions Cup. Well, yeah. That is weird.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's strange. Chase, you got an ugly or a bad? I'm sorry.
The MLB replay room. They botched 3 calls yesterday. Well, no, they botched 4 calls in 3 different games yesterday. The Royals manager quoted, "We were playing against 2 teams in New York yesterday, the replay room and the Yankees." The first call on Jazz, if you've seen it, I mean, it's a hard call to overturn, but he definitely looked out. The one in Philly with the Mets picking off Trey Turner, he was definitely out. The one in LA, it's a very close call. Freddie Freeman popping on and off the base. Like, I mean, there's a hard one to overturn. So that one I give him credit to. And then I forgot the last one. That was, No, it was just the thing. It screwed over the Royals. Jazz Chisholm stealing second because on the next pitch, Verdugo hits a single to the left side that scores the run. So
did you see the Stephen Kwan catch today?
Oh, yep, he was safe, but they called him out.
That looked like there was grass.
I seen the replay. It hit the ground right. He picked it.
They said, well, I guess they didn't have enough information to reverse the call.
Oh, yeah.
But man, that was luckily it didn't come back to haunt them, because I thought there's their chance to get runs, and I was wrong, thankfully. But sounds like they got a tough job there.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah.
That's not Matt.
He's safe.
I mean, it'd be hard to, you're an ump, and I'm sure the second base. I mean, I would have thought the second base ump would get out there far enough to watch it. But.
Yeah.
Is Quan playing center, or is he playing one of the corners? Because in the playoffs they have the foul line umps too, and left and right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe
I think Quan plays center usually.
Yeah, I thought he did. Yeah.
So my ugly is the Devontae Adams saga that's beginning, or is in day 9 or 10 now since he played last. Talking about where he's going to go. First, I don't understand why a guy would want to move from a house that has a Taco Bell in it. I have no idea why we leave.
I don't get it. What the hell? Yeah.
I would stay there for sure. I don't care who I'm playing for. The only thing with Adams is I will say in the Green Bay thing, there was no point in standing there at the time. People would be like, well, that's what he gets for leaving. Well, the time the team was in limbo, you had no idea what they had. And I still don't know what they have. Watching yesterday's game, I think Jordan Love has a lot to learn still. I mean, he made a couple poor throws and he made a poor interception throw. That backhand thing. I mean, 2 points is better than 7. And he's a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's not, but he's got a lot to learn. So with Adams leaving there was no big deal. But the Adams thing now just became weird. He knew he was going. I mean, I'm sure he had input on the trade. I hope if they didn't have any input, then so be it. I guess you want to be traded, you get traded. But I'm sure they gave him input, and the Raiders, everybody shook their head when they're like, why is he going there? I mean, the money was probably the reason why.
Well, the biggest reason he wanted to play with
Derek Carr, and then Derek Carr got benched.
And then left.
Oh, no, they got rid of him. He didn't get benched. They got rid of him, yeah.
Remember the crying at the...
Yeah. So
I want to be here.
So if you had an odds-on pick where you think Devontae Adams... we were talking before, Jace doesn't think he's leaving. I think he's leaving. I don't think they're going to work something out. I know people want them to pay the money and give him only a second-round pick, which I agree with that. But is a second-round pick worth... I think the Browns were the first team to ever do it years ago. One of the smart things they did in their whole drafting and all that is they bought draft picks one year. Remember they did a trade and paid a guy off like $10 million and got a third-round pick for it, and they cut the guy? And everybody's like, why would you do that? Well, we got a third-round pick for the guy, so we paid him and had him leave.
Right.
So we paid $10 million for a third-round pick. That's going to cost us $5 million over 4 years. So it's a $13 million hit on us, not a big deal. Now, this would be a $70 million hit, we found out. $35 million a year he's owed the next 2 years. It's end-loaded.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, we looked it up me and Jace looked it up, and we found out because we're like, well, just see the money. And who do you think? I mean, the teams that have been out there are the Saints, the Jets, the Cowboys have been mentioned, of course.
Pittsburgh was in there also.
The Steelers have been,
I don't think he's going to go to the Jets after he saw Aaron Rodgers' performance this last.
And they've got no line there. I thought the Bears line was bad. Watching that game yesterday, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Rodgers is going to be dead. He is not going to make it through a year. He's not going to make it through the year. No.
He's going to be sitting in a lot of darkness.
Yeah.
Right. You got to do that. What's that stuff that
ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca. Yeah. He's going to be on it all the time.
Well, so that's this thing that came out. Do you think he was really taking Percocet back in the day in Green Bay? That's the thing that came out a few weeks ago that he was taking Percocet. Like, you could see in his interviews.
It's painkillers, man.
A lot of times in his interviews, he'd be like this after the game, like wide-eyed and like.
Those guys take painkillers all the time. People don't know. They take them all the time.
Yeah.
And they may, people don't get this. Now, you said that. When he takes a retreat, could be rehab. And people just don't know. He says, I'm on a retreat. He could be at rehab. Just don't want nobody to know about it. It's his own personal thing.
Right.
I mean, do I think he was? No, but he could be, right? I mean, he kept it secret enough. I'm going on a retreat. Ends up because those places you could pay enough for a rehab that nobody knows.
They'll never find out about it.
It's like
it could be one-on-one. You don't have to be hanging around with people.
It could be in someone's house. They could be drying them out. Who knows?
They could be in a tree.
Yeah. So
or he's gonna be starting something like wacko.
Well, who was it? Kyle Turley, remember? with the Saints.
Yeah.
He was a big advocate for marijuana
Mhm.
because they wanted to give you all these painkillers to help you to manage your pain during the NFL. And he's like, no, I don't want to get addicted to this stuff. I don't want to use
I'd rather smoke weed,
marijuana because it's better for me. I feel in the long run because it helps me control my pain. Pain management. So
I've heard the same thing that marijuana helps more than
the addictive
just taking
painkillers.
taking painkillers and
because
stuff.
painkillers they take a toll on your liver and all that, all your whatever organ processes.
Yeah.
The painkiller anyway.
So if you had a place for him to end up, where would you think he'd land?
I think he should go to the Lions, but no.
Oh, that was my pick.
Yeah,
that's my pick.
I think I did see you mentioned that.
They don't have really they don't have St. Brown's a good receiver. James Williams is a good receiver. They don't really have that alpha receiver. They have receivers
in the room
and St. Brown's injury history. He's small. James Williams, I mean, his first year, and he looks good. I'm not. If they don't add a thing, I think here's the thing: if the Lions don't add a thing, I think they're still going to be a team they're going to be around for the whole.
Right.
They're going to be around. But if they add them, I mean,
it can't hurt.
No, it can't. And another team too that I think is the Buffalo Bills. That's another team that
no receivers.
Their receiver room is really thin. It's shown the last 2 weeks. They just don't have anybody you can count on when he needs it. I think Kincaid is going to be a good tight end, but Kincaid's not a guy. Tight ends need outside to open up the middle, and if you're not opening up the outside, it's shutting down everything.
Right. No, everybody just stays at home.
So those are two teams they just make sense, but does the money make sense for those teams for 2 years? And
didn't he say there was two places you want to go? The Saints, I think.
Saints is a team he's brought up. Saints, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr, yeah.
And I mean the Saints. People have said he goes to the Saints. That would give them a chance. I mean, I was listening the other day, and people were talking about this as well. As a point in your career, if you can go somewhere, don't you want to go where you can win? Maybe have a chance to win right away. And I don't think the Saints are a Super Bowl team. I don't think so. I don't see it, but they could be, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know. Jace, if you had a place from the land, where would you think Devontae Adams will end up, if anywhere? I guess.
Well, like you're saying, Buffalo and Detroit. I think they need it the most, and I mean, Detroit can fit the cap. I don't know if Buffalo can, because I don't think the Saints want to pay. That's the big thing that a lot of teams are iffy on. So
unless you can get rid of Von Miller because of the.
Yeah, I mean,
is he really? Does he help your team that much?
And 4, he's out. He's out with another 3 weeks now, right? Yeah, because he just got suspended for 4, so 3. I guess that's another thing. I'm talking about ugly. Well, no, let's do your uglies, and I got another one in a minute. Go ahead. We talked about
my ugly.
Yes,
my ugly is the Michigan quarterback room. Holy crap! How do you go into the season with knowing Alex Orji can't throw a forward pass? I bet the guy can throw a forward pass, but he doesn't have the touch, I guess. I don't know. And then you got Jack Tuttle. He looked good for a couple of series, but it caught up with him really quick. The game caught up with him, I think. And there's a reason why he never stayed starting wherever he was at. They bring these guys in that, these graduate guys, and there's a reason they played for 3 or 4 teams.
Didn't Cade McNamara just win this weekend? Who's
at Iowa? Probably.
Yeah, I don't know if they won, but he looks decent there. He'd probably be their best quarterback. Maybe.
He talked so much shit about him 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
he's not getting back there.
No.
But and I guess the biggest thing is for like these big name quarterbacks to get them to go, you need like about $1 million in NLI money, which Michigan's got enough donors, got some deep pockets. I guarantee you someone could pull that out. But
I think of these old schools like Wisconsin. I said it a few weeks ago, and I kind of got no, their agreement was in the room. I mean, everybody I talked to, Wisconsin's not going to do that. Michigan's a school that's not going to do that. They are like blue bloods. Yep. These blue blood screws aren't going to pay guys that come. I mean, will they eventually? Yeah, but and here's the problem now you come across. Well, if Alabama's going to give $1 million in Wisconsin, I'm going to Alabama. If I'm going to start in Alabama, why would I go to Wisconsin for the same price?
Right.
Why would I go to Michigan? Why would I go to anywhere in the Big Ten? Maybe, and even Ohio State. If you're going to be guaranteed to start somewhere else and you're getting the same cash or close to it, wouldn't you just go to? I mean, I guess Ohio State's a pretty out of all the Big Ten school. Well, Michigan's probably a close second. Get a lot of publicity and a lot of TV time, but SEC, man, they have 8 teams in the top 25 or something right now, or 7 or 6,
something crazy like that.
So I mean, and Wisconsin may have 4.
Vanderbilt's up there now, right?
Yeah, ranked 2. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I agree. I mean, that just paying these guys. I'm old school too. I don't agree with it at all. And I'm on the side of the argument. They make a lot of money for the schools, but how about we do this? How about we put them into funds? And I've said this before. When they get their degree from my school, they're gonna have the money.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
And if you want to leave and go pro early, go pro early. You want to come back, get your degree after you're graduated, after you get done pros, come back. We'll give you that money. It's going to be sitting in we'll even put in an interest-bearing account for you. That's just your money. We'll put it in a low income, low interest, safe. So we'll put $1 million there by the time you're 30, and you can't have it. Once you graduate, you get it. Right. Once you have a diploma and anything, I don't care. We just go for something simple just to get the money. But as long as you get a degree in something, here's your money.
Right.
And you got to graduate from our school. And if you graduate from somewhere else, well, then that's there. I mean, man, of course they won't go for that, but I mean, well, if you get the lead to go to the pros, you're gonna make money anyway, so it doesn't matter. I mean,
and that money, think about the pros. I mean, a lot of these guys, what's the average? These guys play in the league. I
think it's another 3.5 years. I think the
yeah,
rumor.
Yeah.
I mean, we notice all these guys like the Mahomes but you think about it, there's probably 30 guys that we can name that played for more than 6-7 years. But there's how many guys run through the league every year?
Right.
I mean, it changes every day. I mean, look at your own teams you root for, So, yeah, I don't know. So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they've got some problems there, and the other thing is Sharon Moore. These guys come into the games, and I don't think they're prepared, for the games. He doesn't, he did a great job there. For a couple of games, but he had a good blueprint because Jimmy had it all on a piece of paper for him.
But was Harbaugh there for practices?
I don't know if he was or not, but
I thought he could be when he got
suspended. You know what? You're probably right.
So if he's there, all the structure. The problem is it structure? Is there some kind of structure we're missing where they need the structure? I don't know. And maybe Moore has a different structure, and it's not wrong.
Right.
It's being learned, and they're not learning it, and they're not getting it. And then these are young kids that you have to mold and make them in what you want to make them to for your team, and maybe he's not doing it.
And back to that, part of the problem was too is remember Harbaugh was shopping himself in the NFL when it's about the time when you want to start drawing kids into your program. So kids were on the I don't know if I want to go there if Jim's not going to be there.
Yeah,
Sharon, I don't know him that he's a good rah-rah guy, but he's not proven.
Yeah.
So there's another guy. We talked about this before. That do you really want to? Even though Sharon Moore is a first-year guy, even though he's got some coaching, he won some games. Do you really want a first-year guy coaching your program? But Michigan's got burnt, with Rich Rod, bringing him from West Virginia, trying to run his there, and you got I forget the other guy, a couple other
they've had
bad coaches, so.
and I guess I mean maybe being the AD or whoever hired the coach there, you look at it. Well, he's just going to be an extension of Harbaugh, and he's learned from Jim, so. We've got this in place, and maybe it's like it's maybe he's tweaking things and it's not fitting, and maybe it's not like you said, it's not his guys either.
Right.
It's not his guys. So I don't know exactly. I agree with you though. It's just weird, and they're I mean they're gonna have a down season. It is what it is. You've had how many good years they had?
Yeah, national championship. I'm happy.
The year before they were involved in it, and they beat Ohio State how many times in a row now?
3.
Yeah, 3. So this year might not keep that up, but I mean, hey, you never know. Maybe that'll be their big. Maybe they'll upset Ohio State at the end and knock them out or something.
That'd be awesome. Ryan Day,
and if they win out, they can make the playoffs. Still, it's 12 teams.
Right.
And they lost to 2 ranked opponents too. It's not like they lost to 2 chumps.
Right.
So not like they lost a crappy team. So
they did lose to a chump yesterday, or on Saturday.
Not Washington.
Washington's unranked.
Yeah, they weren't very good.
Oh, they weren't
Washington's
ranked.
not very good. No.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought they
they're
were ranked.
unranked.
I thought they were ranked 11. Okay, I looked at it wrong then.
Oh, they're
so I take that back to lost to a chump then.
They did.
Yeah.
And that's funny. Those 2 teams were in the semifinal last year. That's what's crazy about it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you lose a coach.
Yeah. Okay, so Jace, any ugly from you?
Jabril Peppers.
Oh, I was going to talk about
That's too bad.
You go on IR for 1 week and you get arrested. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, strangulation, possession with a Class B substance.
Yeah, and I think the substance was cocaine they're believing it is.
I don't know, but what are we doing?
Yeah, Jabril is going to be suspended.
Either that or baking soda.
Yeah. Peppers, speaking of Michigan.
Yeah, I know he's a Michigan guy. He was
Michigan guy. Yeah, it's unfortunate that these guys just can't. I mean, and
that'll never happen with Belichick.
I'm not wearing I'm not wearing Ed's flannel because we tend to forget it's like under 1% this happens to all NFL players.
Jace, you got a flannel shirt upstairs. You can go put on real quick. You're sitting in his chair for Pete's sakes. Put a hat on and say something.
Yeah,
Ed, we love you.
So the leagues these get blown up for us to see because who they are. This happens every day in real world stuff. So it happens per capita among citizens than NFL players and NBA players. And
there are probably about 10 of those in Chicago last night.
Yeah, so unfortunately. So yeah, okay. So any other good, bad, and ugly? Any other? My Peppers will my other ugly. Anything else pops in your head? Anything?
Van Ginkel. Is that his name?
Yeah.
He's got more touchdowns than Kelsey. Garrett Wilson.
Does he have 2 pick six this year?
I think so.
Does he?
Garrett Wilson. I'm trying to think. There's a couple other guys.
Is it Diggs maybe? No, Diggs had 2 touchdowns in a game.
Yeah. But he's got more touchdowns than some of these guys do right now that play on the offense. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I guess Miami didn't even try to keep him.
I know, and it's unbelievable. He was a stud for that defense.
Right. So, Brian Flores says, yes,
yeah,
we want him.
Because he knows the system.
We want him. We know what we're doing here. So
my good Dak Prescott throwing a touchdown in 2 different days. Only an NFL player to ever do that.
Oh,
he threw a touchdown on Sunday night, and Monday morning. In the same day. He threw 2 touchdowns in 2 consecutive days. That'll never happen again, obviously.
No.
Well, unless this happens. That did. But that's pretty funny stat. That's a good little trivia question for your friends.
That's a great one.
What was the other question I had? I had a trivia question too that came up. Good, I guess. While getting his ass kicked around London, Aaron Rodgers going over 60,000 yards for his career.
Right.
So that's another record.
Milestone
he's been in. Obviously, he's a Hall of Famer, so he'll be there. I'm trying to think. I wrote other things down. We talked about that. Rashee Rice got some good news that it's not as bad as they think for the Chiefs, but still out for the rest of the year, but he'll be back ready to go by starting next year. It's not as bad as they thought.
But he'll be out
LCL
next year
damage.
Too, you know why?
Why? Oh yeah, he might get suspended next year. So forgot about that. Yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah.
He's had a long time for rehab.
Yeah, well, maybe should have been a bad knee, so you'd have an excuse.
Kansas City up 4-1.
Oh wow, okay.
Bottom of the 4th.
KC. So let's talk about this week in college football, real quick. How many top 10 teams lost, or 11 it was? Because they put the 11 because number 11 USC lost.
Yeah.
So I think 5 or 6 lost.
Yeah, Michigan was. the top. Yeah, they.
Missouri got steamrolled by Texas A&M.
Missouri, Tennessee.
Here's a little story about that Missouri game. So that game was in Texas, correct?
Yes, at A&M.
The game was in Texas. So there was a story that how's this go? The Missouri wide receiver, I think it was, he came into his room and there was a blanket in there. Did you hear about this, Jace?
Yep.
Am I right?
Yeah, and the Texas defensive back sent him a blanket and a card on it. and the Missouri wide receiver wore it into the stadium, and he was held to one catch all day.
Well, they think that wasn't them; it was their own team that did it to motivate them. That's because Texas is like going, we had nothing to do with this. We don't need, billboards to motivate people against us. And they think the word is that it was the Missouri coaching staff that did it to their own players. So we'll see how
that worked out well.
How that backfired on them.
That's not good.
No, not at all.
That's poor coaching. Why don't you just coach them up, coach?
That's right. Ouch.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And then obviously Tennessee lost to Arkansas.
You want to talk about Cam Ward coming back?
That game I turned on. I'm like, oh my God, what is Cal doing in this game? And I actually know my boss was at the game. He flew out there, and that was part of the thing. They're going to the game because he's got relatives that live in, California there. What a great game to see.
I turned it off. I went to bed. I didn't watch it. It was 38-18.
I woke up to turn it off, and I'm watching him score the touchdown. I'm like, what? Because I fell asleep.
Yeah. Cam Ward for who?
He's the quarterback for Miami.
Oh, Miami. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he's a Heisman candidate. He's probably the leader for Heisman right now.
What program did he come from to go to Miami? He came from.
Clue. I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
And the darlings of the Big Ten, Indiana, 5-0.
Holy cow! They're what, number 19?
First team bowl eligible.
Yeah, first bowl eligible team on top of it. They'll be going to the Tostitos
only because
snack bowl in San Francisco.
Right. If Ed was here, he'd have something to say.
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
Want me to say what he would say?
Washington State he came from.
Washington State, okay. He was a Cougar?
Well, because he was behind Michael. Oh, no, he's at Washington State. Okay.
Ryan Leaf?
Yeah, Ryan Leaf.
Didn't Ryan Leaf go to Washington State?
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, he did, yeah. So crazy week of college football. A lot of good games this weekend. Oregon, Ohio State. That's the biggest one. 2 versus 3 they are now. So that'll be is that game at Oregon? I think we talked
6:30 at the Shoe.
It's in Ohio State, okay.
Oh no. Out west.
Okay. I wonder what kind of cool uniforms Phil Knight's dressing the team up in this week for this big battle.
I didn't like last week's uniform.
All yellows, right? Last week?
It wasn't the yellow. It was like
was it this one?
Like a khaki yellow?
No. No, it seemed like it was. Yeah. Whoa, look at that.
Wow, nice play.
Who's that?
Shaheed.
I told you. You see.
Yeah, that's a nice play.
Yeah, that's the yellow they wore. The black.
Was it? Okay.
The black and yellow. Yeah, it's like bee yellow. Like bumblebee yellow.
Yeah, I saw them. They were weird looking.
I'm gonna take a guess this week. They're probably gonna wear their white jerseys with the speckle of black and neon in it. Be my guess.
They don't wear stables too often, and this week's gonna be a big game. They may give them cool ones for this weekend to show off. It'll be a national TV game, and Phil Knight's got to sell more jerseys. So
right.
Right?
He's how many colorways do they have?
Oh my God!
They have. I think they have a bunch. He just makes them when he gets bored.
Tim Kalina would know because he's a big uniform watch guy.
Yeah, especially the lower half.
I will say
he's a big fan of tight ends.
TCU had their cool jerseys out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got smoked.
They were cool looking though.
Yeah, the silver. Yeah.
Well, that's you got a beer, right, Willie?
I do have.
Want to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want me to get a cup?
I'll drink one. Whatever.
You gonna have your own beer?
No. I don't like beer.
Oh, normal size cans. Okay.
I like beer because it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, because the beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Beer is awesome. I don't need no cup. I'm going to drink it right out of the can.
He's a man.
That's right. So I was in Michigan, as everybody knows. I've heard about this. So Founders came out with a new beer. It's called Michigan Pilsner. And the can looks like the Michigan license plate. So I'm like, you know what? It'd be an awesome beer. Being a Pilsner. So the hops is a Super Sazzer. The malts are a Pilsner malt. And the tasting notes are crisp white bread and honey with subtle lemon and herbal hop. So they call it a beer for the mitten. Locally brewed, cold fermented to deliver a smooth taste with light hop character, a touch of malty sweetness, and a beautiful signature golden color. It can only be described as a true Michigan Pilsner. So let's give it a try. What do you think?
It's not bad.
I got the little lemony flavor to it.
Got the hops, but it's not overpowering hops.
Right. I think it's only a 20 on the IBUs. So that's pretty good. So
yeah, it's pretty good.
I
like it. It's pretty smooth, nice and cold too. That's what's good about it.
And it's
got to be ice cold for a beer. You want to try it, Chase?
Come on, Jace.
Yeah. Don't spit it out.
It's not
I'm
Malort.
not gonna spit it
That's
out.
a brand new water.
It's not Malort. So
I think I'd rather have a shot of Malort. We talked about this the other day.
Just take open mind when you drink it. Don't get up. Just take it. And
you got to take 2 sips. 2
Yeah,
sips.
I know. I've drank a beer before. I drank
No,
half a
but
beer.
to 2 sips so you can get that flavor. You gotta take another.
I ain't taking another sip of that shit. It tastes like just piss.
How do you know what piss tastes like?
That's what she said.
I take a nice golden shower once in a while.
What the? Oh, man. Now it's Ed's seat. I know he's here. Ed's here. Ed officially walked in the room.
I see Jason's got flannel underwear on.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I have my flannel pajama pants on.
Oh, he does.
There we go.
There you go. There you go.
There's always a little bit of Ed in this chair.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, some of his feces, anyways. If you're setting in.
Oh, that's good beer.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, totally.
Different. So let's talk about NFL week.
And Scott, like I told you, I watched nothing in football. This is the first football game I watched. I watched a little bit of the Dallas Cowboy
last night
Steeler game. Only reason because the baseball guy got done, and I said, I want to watch a little bit of this now.
It was on perfect too.
Right. Yeah.
Did you watch the whole Pittsburgh game or no?
I didn't see
No.
it. I didn't see the whole thing. So
let's start off with last Thursday night. Kirk Cousins was in full show and effect. He throws for 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. And they win 36-30 over the Buccaneers. Both teams are 3-2 now. Baker Mayfield had 180 and 3 touchdowns. Drake London 12, 154 and a touchdown. So good game by Kirk Cousins. Most yards in Falcons history.
He was Kirk 2 Chains after the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As Willie mentioned last night, Sunday Night Football, who went into the wee hours of the morning since they had a thunderstorm or lightning delays, weather delay. Cowboys win 2017 on a last second pass from Prescott, and with basically no time on the clock, about 3 seconds. So Cowboys win. Big road game for them, gets them 3-2, and Steelers have now lost 2 in a row after starting out 3-0. Justin Fields 131 and 2 touchdowns. Prescott 352 and 2 touchdowns. And Packers, Rams. Packers survived a scare from the Rams, 24-19. The Rams had the ball, and the Packers finished them off. Big win for Grant on the road, brings them to 3-2, and drops the Rams to 1-4. But if the Rams were healthy, I hate to see what they were, because they just keep hanging. They could have beat the Bears, and they could beat the Packers. I mean,
right,
they were in both games.
Right there.
Yeah.
I will say Will Levis had a bye week, but we sure got a Will Levis moment in that game. What is Jordan Love doing? Take this.
I didn't see it, but I heard it was one of the worst.
He just threw underhand like he was trying to throw it out of bounds. The guy threw right to the guy's hands, and it was he caught it to 5 and walked in the end zone. It was just weird. Yeah, I see what he was trying to do, but
I think at the end of the day it would have been intentional grounding still too.
No, because the receiver was there.
There was a receiver in the area,
but he threw it way over his head. The guy.
Okay, I didn't know anybody was in the area. I just thought he threw it.
So it was weird. It was.
Was he trying to Mahomes it?
No, he was going to the ground.
He was trying to just save the
safety.
And
he just kind of flicked it it was weird. He had lost his, because the guy tackling too made a terrible job of tackling him. He just bumped him. I think I was just trying to push him out of bounds, and he hit him, and Love lost his balance, and he was going to the ground. He did that. He flipped it because he was going to hit the ground, and he was in the back of the end zone. I mean, he was going to go out of bounds at the back of the end zone. So I don't know, but they win, and they go 3-2, and the Rams are 1-4. Giants win.
I will say NFC North. Only division. Every team's above 500.
That's good. Yeah. That'll be the theme, I think, this year, or close to it, hopefully. Giants beat the Seahawks on the road 29-20. They jumped to 2-3, and the Seahawks dropped to 3-2. Daniel Jones 257, 2 touchdowns. Geno Smith 284, 1 touchdown. And the Giants might have found a running back. Their 5th round pick, Tracy Jr. At 18 carries, 129. Had a real nice game.
Is that right?
Yeah, real nice game. So maybe they found him back. And Slayton 8 for 122 and a touchdown in relief of Neighbors not being able to play with concussion yesterday. The Raiders 34-18. In that game, Gardner Minshew was benched in the 4th quarter. Brock Bowers, his first receiving touchdown as a pro, 8 for 97 and 1 touchdown, as I said. Bo Nix, 206, 2 touchdowns. And you had Bo Nix and Sean Payton in a conversation on the sidelines. I don't know what it was about. It looked like it was heated, maybe not heated, maybe I just think a young kid fired up, and I don't know what it was. I'm not sure. And it's not a big deal when you win. Nobody really cares, I guess.
Did you see the Max Crosby thing? Did you?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, Bo, you can't hear you. They don't know what to do. Or something like that.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. Max Crosby's a character, man. That dude's nuts. He's nuts.
I mean, is he getting ready to leave?
Another guy, that's a guy I like to see in a Bear uniform.
That's a guy I like to see going back to Michigan.
Yeah.
He went because he played at Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, sure did.
How can a guy like that, that guy must have just.
Yeah, you just because he was he undrafted or a late round pick?
I think it was late round.
I know he was on Hard Knocks, and they were in Hard Knocks Raiders.
He was a practice squad guy.
He was on. Well, he was a practice squad. He was on the cut line. He was a guy that was trying to make the team.
Yeah,
he wasn't even like a for sure guy, and he made a team. And
hey, ESPN article. Not talking about it. Crosby reiterates he wants to stay in Vegas.
He does. Okay, all right.
Well, good for him. I have no problem with that.
He must. I'm sure Vegas is a fun. Hey, I'd rather live in Vegas than go back to Detroit and deal with the winters.
Yeah. Vegas is a cool area. You got money. Vegas is awesome.
Winter versus winter, though. I mean,
yeah.
Pick 106.
Oh, he was picked. Oh, that's pretty high then. He was picked pretty high. Okay, so the Raiders lose, drop 2-3, and the Broncos are 3-2. Cardinals with the upset at San Fran, 24-23. A lot of that game had to do with the kicker, Jake Moody, was hurt, so they could not kick
because he had to make a tackle.
Yes, he had to make a tackle, and it was.
He is out multiple weeks.
I have to. I got a question. Once you're done with all the games,
okay,
I'll shoot at you, both of you.
Okay, and actually in that game, Jordan Mason fumbles late in the game to put the Cardinals in position to kick the field goal. The Dolphins win a nail biter, 15-10 on a last-second overturned touchdown for the Patriots. I saw the replay today, and his toe does come down, but his foot finishes out of bounds, so I don't know what the exact rule is. It's just weird that if you toe tap on the sidelines like that forward, and if you were toe tap, here's the way I look at it. If you toe tap this way going to the ground, your front of your foot rolled out of bounds, you're still in.
Right.
Right?
Toes in.
But he toe tapped his back foot, and his heel came down. So what's the difference? I've seen guys toe tap, and the whole foot don't stay in bounds. Their front of the foot rolls in the out.
So he come in like
he toe tapped like this, and his heel went like this.
Oh,
but he tapped and stepped back.
Yeah, okay,
and it was ruled a touchdown on the field, correct?
What game?
They ruled the Patriot game. It was ruled a touchdown on the field.
I didn't see the replay at all.
Yeah, it was
I didn't
crazy.
see the replay.
I mean, I get it, but if I go this way and fall,
but it was ruled touchdown. I know that it was overturned.
They overturned it. Okay.
Yes, it was overturned.
So it must be the rule. You must have to come down completely unless you're on the. I don't know. I don't know. So. Yeah.
Maybe somebody had the over in the replay room.
Yeah.
Or the under.
Yeah. So the Colts and the Jaguars. Jaguars won 37-34. That's kind of a shootout game. And Flacco, 359, 3 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence, 373, 2 touchdowns. Brian Thomas, the rookie, 5 catches, 122 and a touchdown. Browns Commanders, 34-13. Commanders win. Deshaun Watson is absolute garbage. Jane Daniels, 238 and a touchdown. He also had 82 yards rushing, and McLaurin 4 for 112. This week, the Lions were off, huh? Yeah, Lions were off this week.
Right.
Bills Texans win on a 60-yard field goal to end the game. And then the Ravens win a shootout with the Bengals. Bengals had it in hand. McPherson misses a field goal. Derrick Henry takes the neck. 2 plays there, takes down to the 5-yard line. They kick a field goal, win in overtime. 41-38. Lamar Jackson, 348 and 4 touchdowns. Joe Burrow, 392 and 5 touchdowns. So the quarterbacks combined for almost 800 yards and 9 touchdowns. The quarterbacks combined for. It was weird because they were talking about this the other day after the numbers have been down for quarterbacks first 4 weeks, and they talked about this. They said, "Well, this is the week that quarterbacks amp it up after Kirk Cousins," and There was a lot of big quarterback weekdays this week. There was a lot of quarterback numbers this week, big ones that most guys had good solid
the offense
games.
is finally starting to catch up.
That might be it too.
Yep. You know, I mean, they're starting to enough repetitions at practice and whatnot. You know.
Oh yeah.
So.
Jets lose yesterday or win. I'm sorry, lose to the Vikings 23-17. We did talk about that. Rodgers not protected very well.
He had 3 interceptions and 4 sacks.
Yeah, 3 interceptions. A pick 6 he gave up.
Oh yeah, to Van Ginkel.
Yep, he still ended up at 244 and 2 touchdowns. Sam Darnold at 179, no touchdowns, and of course I picked him up on fantasy team this week, and he did nothing. And the Bears end up winning, like we talked about, 36-10. In far and away Caleb Williams' best game of his career, 304, 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Swift, once again, 73 yards and a touchdown. And DJ Moore, 5 catches, 105, and 2 touchdowns. Dalton only 136. Chuba Hubbard, 97 and a touchdown. And that is it for the week. What is your question?
My question is, what was the worst loss of the week? Bengals, 49ers, Seahawks, or Bills?
Seahawks.
No. I'm going to go Bengals because they had it won. And Evan McPherson, I mean, if someone would have said here, you got to put $100 on, you can put as much money on this as you want, and I'll give you 10-1 odds. I would have put $1,000 on him making that field goal.
McPherson, remember he was like money.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't miss.
That was a bad snap. If you saw the replay, the ball was struggled and dropped. And so, but still, just stuff you got to do, man. That's part of the league. I think that was tough. What was the other one you said?
49ers.
49ers is a tough one too because they had that game in hand.
Home
and losing the kicker though is kind of an excuse for them. But they didn't play very well on offense. I pose this question, and I've never been a Purdy, like a guy that doesn't like Purdy, or a guy who, I think Purdy is doing a good job. But watching him play yesterday, I don't think he tries to do too much for who he is.
Purdy?
Yeah, he tries to run around, and he's trying to run around, make these plays, throw it. I mean, 2 weeks in a row, I've seen him throwing jump balls, and both have been caught. So it's like in the middle of a game, just throwing into a spot, and the guy jumps. I mean,
no McCaffrey.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I mean, no Kittle, right?
Kittle was back.
He's back. Okay.
Debo was there, but they've been non-existent. Those guys, kind of. Yeah. Kittle had a couple good weeks. Kittle caught a touchdown yesterday, I think. He might have caught their touchdown. Yes. Oh, Ayuk had a great game. I think he had 11 catches and like 100-some yards. But
he did all right for me. Yeah.
It's just something about it. I think he's like trying to do too much, and I think if they rein him back in there, it's better for them. And I saw it last week too when he played. He just tries to do a lot. Like he'll like try to do these things where he runs around circles and does this and comes back and all this, and he throws it out of bounds.
Tries to do Mahomesian.
Yeah, but he throws it out of bounds. You just waste your energy now. Just I get it. You're trying to make a play. I understand it. I'm not taking away from him, but just the last couple of weeks I've watched him, I just kind of been like, just figure it out. Get rid of it. Don't do all this stuff because it's going to eventually turn into turnovers.
It's going to be interesting.
Fumble.
In the film room.
Yeah.
Watching this going, hey.
Yep.
What's going on here?
Yeah, and like I said, he's a good quarterback. He's deserves a start. He's played well the last couple of years. It's just one of those things you gotta. So I don't know. It's just kind of strange.
Normally he plays within himself. Now he's trying to make things happen.
That is it. It's almost like he's watching TV, going, "I want to be like him." And it's kind of weird. That's what he's doing. Like these quarterbacks, I want to be like that quarterback. Well, why do you want to be be who you want to be?
Was he watching old Brett Favre?
Well,
he wasn't wearing purple Crocs.
You start watching old Drew Brees ones.
There you go.
So, yeah. What else we got?
Well, I have a little thing here talking about the Browns quarterbacks from 2000 to 24, and they rank them.
Okay.
And how they did in their EPA pass play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to even ask you to guess because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the best ranked quarterback in that situation is Brian Hoyer at number 64 with a 0.265 positive EPA pass play. I'm not sure what all that stuff means. I should have probably did my homework on it, and guess who's last?
Deshaun.
618 is his number. Negative 0.302. Negative 0.302. I mean, you got Baker Mayfield on here. You got Jacoby Brissett.
It's like he didn't put his name on that paper even for a test. He got negative.
Negative.
Jeez.
So it's just, just goes to show you that what you said before speaks to maybe just need to pay this guy and just get away from here. Because do you think? I mean, I think the next place you see this guy playing is. I don't even think he can play in Canada.
I'm going to see him playing in the longest yard pretty soon.
I was going to say California Penal League.
Well, I seen a meme today. It was Deshaun Watson and Jerry Jeudy in the California Penal League. It was Tom Brady and Randy Moss.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I don't know. It's unfortunate for them because the problem is they signed this guy. Didn't they sign him when he already had legal troubles?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
2 years ago.
They knew all this.
So if they would have signed him trying to make their team better with a guy, I would have been like, oh, okay. And then this happens after, he'd be like, well, but you signed him with legal troubles. You're stuck with him because there's no going back now. You signed him thinking that and the NFL does their due diligence with security, and you didn't know that this could happen with, I don't know, 20. Not like 1 or 2. It was 24 or 26. It's not like, oh, one slipped through the cracks, we missed it. Oh my God. It's like, I don't know. I don't understand it. And I kind of don't feel bad for a team that does that because they did it themselves.
Well, you talked about the NFL security, or, they have so many more resources than I think than the Secret Service does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they can get into cracks that other people can't get into and figure out what the hell's going on here.
I agree. It's just it's a weird. It's just a weird we all said it. It's a weird when they signed him. It made no sense. And he
was also suspended for the first 8 games.
Yeah, he missed the first 8 games for his new team, making $250 million guaranteed. Mm-hmm. So it's insane to me. This guy's just stealing money, and I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know.
Crazy. I mean,
couldn't tell you, man.
I don't get it. I do have some overreactions if you're interested.
Oh yeah, let's do them. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, number 1. Aaron Rodgers is washed up.
No.
Overreaction or reality?
I'm gonna go overreaction.
He doesn't have an offensive line.
And he still makes the throws. It's just I don't think they're on the same page here yet. It's the same. He's learning he's learning new stuff. He's
he had a tough.
That whole team's getting used to playing with him.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing. I mean, they had one training camp. They had 2 training camps together, and 5 games.
I will say though, not with him, but I don't know if he has the patience. You know what I'm saying? To do this.
Right. I mean, and you know what? He did go against a tough defense this last week.
Yes, the Vikings are good. We've talked about them all year. They are a good defense, and it's not like he went against some chumps. But the week before, and Denver's defense is good too. These are 2 back-to-back defense they played well. So, when they play a team like, let's say, the Dolphins, who are a little on defense, are okay. The Bills have struggled a little on defense last couple weeks. When they play these teams, let's see what they do against them, maybe, and then we'll go. Then maybe you can ask that question in 3 weeks, and if looks the same, maybe it would be like, yeah, maybe it's time to go.
And I mean, the Jets defense is there too with that team. I mean, they held Minnesota only like 100 yards in the second half. So I mean, their defense is still very there and alive.
Stout, yeah. So something to support that is a reality. Rodgers and the Jets are 2-3, have as many points scored in 2024 as they do in 2023, 93 points. Rodgers has just 1,093 passing yards, 6 yards per attempt, and a passer rating of 81.6. All the worse through the first 5 games of his career.
Oh, yeah, because his pass rating for his career is over 100, I think.
Yeah.
He's in jeopardy of ruining that.
Yep. Huh? So, I mean, that's just somebody thinks it's reality, but
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
That's just numbers, but you know what?
Yeah,
numbers are only part of it for a while. So
yeah.
Commanders will win the NFC East. Overreaction or reality?
I'm gonna go overreaction. Although, I mean, their defense is playing really well too, though. That's the thing. And the Cowboys, Eagles, and the Giants. I don't think the Giants can win it. I think you know
I'm not
what?
high on the Eagles at all.
I don't think it's an overreaction. I don't. It's very possible.
I'm right there with you.
Just because the rest of the division is so, that's the thing. It's almost like a default thing. They're good, and they're not playing in a great division.
I mean, I think they're
and it's a long year. I mean, let's see how these rookie quarterbacks start playing in week 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Because remember, they're done by then normally. It's almost like the wall, baseball, NBA players and stuff like you see him, maybe football is different, but you got Caleb Williams, Bo Nix you can bring up too, and Jaden Daniels. Let's see how they play in the latter weeks, and maybe they'll play a big game against, because the Eagles have played terrible and have still won games. I mean, they like the Chiefs. The Chiefs haven't played really well, and they're undefeated. So you never know. But I don't think it's an overreaction. I
think
I want to bet. I want to bet against it.
No, not at all. I mean, Jaden Daniels is just
he's playing well.
And their first tough task is this weekend against Baltimore, I think, on the road.
Okay.
And then they have Carolina.
And it's like it's like the Packers Bears rivalry right there because they're both in each other's backyard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I am excited for when they play the Bears at the end of October. And that'll be a really good game.
Oh, I bet.
The Redskins?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that in Washington?
It's in Washington.
In Washington, correct. Yep.
Ooh, huh?
Yeah.
Doug Peterson has fixed Trevor Lawrence.
Overreaction.
Yeah. I think Doug Peterson's got to fix himself.
Who they play this week? They play the Colts. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see this week. I mean, they got the Bears, and the Bears' defense is better. So we'll see.
Brock Bowers is the best rookie pass catcher. Overreaction or reality?
Overreaction. Pass catcher?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm taking Neighbors or Harrison.
I agree.
Roma Dunze.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm probably taking Neighbors right now, and I'm even a Neighbors guy because that's like but Neighbors as of now.
So do you think maybe the topic should be maybe Bowers is already the best tight end in the league?
Right now you could argue him. I mean, he caught his first touchdown. There's not many guys that have been blowing out the tight end stats this year.
Right. No, it's been tough.
It's been quiet.
Tough
so you can say, and he's getting numbers on a bad team, but maybe that's why he's getting his numbers because they have nobody else. But yeah, I would agree with that. He could be the best best tight end.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
And not just best rookie, best tight end. Yeah. Yeah.
The Bengals will miss the playoffs.
Yeah, that's reality, I think. Just with Baltimore twice, Pittsburgh, they played Baltimore once and lost to them already now.
Because they're 0-3 in the conference already. So
yeah, that's gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to say reality, unfortunately, for them.
That's tough.
Yeah.
You think about that. I mean, and they're not paying. Well, they don't have to really technically pay Jamar Chase till next year.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about it, man, just when you put up 38 points and lose, man, in the NFL, that's hard.
Tough.
That's hard to do, man.
That play that Baltimore made, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He fumbled the ball, was chasing it around, trying to pick it up.
Yep. Yeah. I don't.
Strong arms guys to push it to throw a pass. He's like guiding them while he's like.
And they had him. Yeah.
He's like Kramer driving the bus, fighting the guy. Driving the bus. Did you keep making your stops? Yeah, he made the stops.
Yeah. I'm going to say that might be reality.
How about 49ers will miss the playoffs?
Overreaction. I think they're a playoff team.
Yeah.
They got a few things to fix if they can just keep not even treading water, but they get, the games they've lost this year, besides the Viking game they were beat pretty well, but they should have won both games. The other two games they lost, and they didn't. That's part of the game, but they're in them. They just got to fix a few things, and I think they're too good not to make the playoffs. Now, are they a Super Bowl contender still? I don't know if they are right now. I don't know if nice catch.
Just wait for CMC to come back.
But I don't know if they are right now. I mean, here's the thing: anybody makes the playoffs, they're a Super Bowl contender, right? Doesn't matter who you are. So they just got to make the playoffs and they're involved. So I think that's an overreaction. I think they can still make the playoffs.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I got a question here. not a question, but a little quiz here. So on X, aka Twitter, they tracked all the negative comments about the NFL teams and they ranked them. Who do you think was the most negative comments about what team?
Chiefs.
You are correct.
It was the Chiefs. Oh, because of the referees.
Well, no, they're saying
Taylor Swift, everything
just
around
negative,
them.
anything around them.
Wow, the Chiefs.
I've seen that they're the most hated team now in the NFL.
Which team had the least amount of negative comments about them?
The Packers.
Chargers.
Wrong. Good.
The Bears?
No, right
division?
Lions? Yes.
Really? Well, because they're
I like them. I mean, what's
very
hate about
little.
them?
They say very.
What's hate about the Lions? They're head coach in Applebee's commercials.
That's a great commercial,
and
too.
he nails it too.
He does too.
He nails it.
They got what is it? 75-cent wings or something, and they got dollar drinks.
Right.
Don't get wasted at Applebee's while eating wings all night.
Is that where you and your friends go?
Dollaritas.
Dollaritas, exactly what they are.
Oh man. Or back at Chi-Chi's back in the day, used to go there for margarita Thursdays and just get white boy wasted.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're $1, right?
Yeah, they're cheap. Yeah, and you could get mixed. You get the raspberry mixed with the regular margarita. Oh, that was so good.
Speaking of Applebee's, because I think Wolfie worked there, right?
Yeah, he managed that place for a long time.
Did I tell you I saw him a few weeks ago?
No.
Where did we see
Halloween,
him?
Rachel's.
Oh, yeah, we saw him at a friend of one of Jenny's friends.
Oktoberfest
party show. We stopped in and he was there because he knew the guys from playing softball.
Oh, yeah?
Some guys from Racine.
That's right. He would play.
I asked him if you played softball with him. That's how you met him?
Long time ago.
Yeah, and I said, oh, does Willie know some of these guys? He goes, no, this is a different team of guys. But yeah. So, yeah, we saw Wolfie. Made fun of his hip being bad because he's old now.
Jeez. Let's see.
Falling apart.
My hips are okay, Wolfie.
He said I turned 60 and I started falling apart. That's what he said. So let's real quick pick next week's games. I forgot about that. So let's do real quick, just straight up, okay? Name a game. You guys make your picks. 49ers at Seahawks.
Sea Chickens.
49ers at the Seahawks. And McCaffrey's not back yet, right?
No.
I'm going to go with the Geno Smith.
I'm gonna go with the Niners because if I'm gonna say them make the playoffs, they gotta start winning now.
They gotta win. Yeah.
They gotta start winning some games. So, how about the Cardinals at the Packers? Jace.
Packers at Cardinals.
Cardinals at Packers.
Take Kyler.
The thing is that normally you come into some cold weather. But we're supposed to have awesome weather this weekend.
Not up there though. It's gonna be the high in Green Bay is 55 on
That's great.
Sunday.
Perfect
that's
football
awesome.
weather.
That's awesome. That's
it ain't
awesome
windy
weather.
and snow. So
and it's
They're gonna be cutting glass out there.
Yeah.
Is there a new game being released this weekend? Or
October 25th, Call of Duty
we're
comes
still
out.
clear of it.
Okay,
yeah.
we're good. We're good. I'll go with the
Cardinals, Packers,
Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with the Packers at home. Browns visit the Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles. And the Eagles lose this game, then for sure the Redskins are winning the division. Let's put it that way. I'm taking the Eagles.
EAGLES. Eagles.
Got 2 Eagles?
Yes.
Colts at Titans. That's a tough one. I'm going to take the Colts. I think the Titans to make too many.
If it's a Joe Flacco led.
Ooh, I like that.
Smoking Joe Flack.
I just think the Titans make too many turnovers. They turn the ball over too much. So I think Colts win.
He tries too hard. I mean, does Levis have a new girlfriend he's trying to impress?
Oh, no.
I mean.
Jace, who do you like? Titans, Colts at the Titans.
I'm going to take the Colts just because Joe Flacco is leading the league in QB rating.
Texas versus the Patriots. Texans at the Patriots. And the Patriots are actually 7-point home dogs.
I'm going to go, Houston.
They're home dogs.
Houston.
We're picking straight up, though.
Yeah, Texans.
I'm going to take Texans, but I think the Patriots defense might keep this closer than people think, maybe.
Without Jabril Peppers?
Yeah, no Peppers.
Without their captain? My captain? Nobody to stand on top of a table?
Buccaneers at the Saints. Another good game.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to take the Saints at home in the Mercedes. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the Caesars Superdome.
I think Mayfield's going to have a blip on the screen. He's been money for the most part. I think this is Saints is going to have their opportunity.
I want to take the Buccaneers, but I think you got to go Saints because the Buccaneers actually left today for Tampa because of the hurricane. They evacuated and they are relocated to New Orleans for the week. I want to take the Buccaneers just because, but I think you got to go Saints. It's hard to do that. Just be gone for a week, and especially with everything going on.
Commanders visit the Ravens, and the Ravens are pretty straight up. The Ravens are 6.5-point favorites.
This is gonna be the Ravens are.
Vegas knows things.
Yeah, they do.
And I do like the Ravens. I think this is the Redskins' first big test. Although last week's big test against the Bengals went on the field on them. So I'm not saying the Redskins can't do it, but
you know what I like about the Ravens is their intangibles.
Yeah, they do a lot of things good.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the Ravens on this.
Chase?
Action Jackson.
Steelers at the Raiders.
This is like an old punch in the mouth.
Kenny Stabler versus Terry Bradshaw.
That's right, with Dave Casper and Cliff Branch.
John Madden on the sideline.
Madden and Chuck Knoll. Chuck Knoll. Yeah.
Chuck Knowles, yeah.
I was say Chuck Knox, but Chuck Knoll.
Both wearing like bad polyester pants and a Banlon shirt.
John Madden and his mutton chops.
That's right. I'm going to go with the I'm going with the coach on this one. I'm going with the Stellars.
Taking the Steelers as well. Yeah, the over and under in this game is only 36.5. Steelers Raiders. Wow. I don't like unders, but I might like that one.
Be prepared to yawn.
Yeah. Chargers at Broncos. Chargers at Broncos. This game's also 35.5 over and under. It's very low.
Well, because you got Jim Harbaugh. He likes to, run the ball in a cloud of dust, right? Whatever.
And then Broncos defense been playing pretty well.
Really well.
I like, man, I like Jim Harbaugh to pull one out here in the Chargers. Coming off a bye week, I believe, to the Chargers. So giving Jimmy 2 weeks might be a mistake.
2 weeks to figure she is there.
Tay. She's like, hey, bench warmers are on.
Did her top just fall? Jesus. Try to get people to watch.
No, that was Jace's. Boo.
Stop wearing that blonde wig around here.
So, Jace, Chargers or Broncos?
Gotta go with the Chargers.
And you said the Jimmys?
The Jimmys.
The San Diego Jimmies. Lions visit the Cowboys.
Ooh, this is gonna be was it Sunday night game?
Monday night game? Late Sunday, and it's the Cowboys are actually 3.5-point underdogs at home.
Well, I think the Lions showed a lot in their last game, so that was a fun game to watch.
Yeah,
that Monday night game.
Yes, it was.
They put up some points. What, 42?
Mm-hmm.
I think is the most points they put up in the Dan Campbell era.
Maybe, yeah.
Can you check that, Sparky?
What do you want?
Most points scored in the Dan Campbell era. I know the most points scored against him was like that 56-0 against the Ravens last year.
Yeah,
and they get smoked. But people forgot about that a long time ago. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna stick with the Tiggies.
I'm gonna go with the Lions as well.
I'll
take the Lions. Jace, Lions, Cowboys.
Gotta go bite some kneecaps.
Okay. Falcons visit the Panthers. I'll take the Falcons. In division game.
Oh, geez, yes.
Dana Falcons after seeing him in person.
After seeing Matt, don't want to walk off the field.
How bad are the Raiders to get beat by the Panthers? That's I don't know. Jace, who do you like, Falcons or Panthers?
Kirko 2 Chains.
Bengals at Giants. That's Sunday Night Football. Wow, that's a good one.
Who decided that one?
I'm gonna take the Bengals.
Giants.
Bengals and Giants.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bengals.
Like we talked about, Bengals need to win if they want to.
Mm-hmm. That's why I think it starts here, maybe for them. You like the Bengals too?
Yep.
Monday Night Football: Bills versus the Jets
on that MetLife turf
in New York.
Both New York teams.
Oh yeah, Buffalo, man. Both teams have
Buffalo travels well.
Yeah, haven't played well, but I'm gonna go with I think the better team right now is the Buffalo Bills, and yeah, I'm gonna go with them.
Yeah, I concur.
Jace,
I'm gonna give Aaron Rodgers and the Jets a bounce back win at home.
And the Jaguars and the Bears face off in London Sunday morning early. Who do you like, Jace?
Bear down.
Jaguars are at home, huh?
No, Bears are technically the home team.
In London. I think the Bears are the home team.
I know they're the home team.
It's weird.
How many times the Jags played in London?
So I don't know why the Bears lost the home game for that, because it makes no sense, because they get crowds. It's just odd to me. But that's the NFL.
It's good. It's a good time for the Jags to be gone too.
Yeah, it worked out for them. Yeah.
Was it Melvin or Melton or
Milton?
Milton.
Yeah,
Milton.
They left this morning, I think, too. I think
both teams left. Yeah.
So I'm going to go with. I don't know, man. You got Trevor Lawrence. He may have changed him. So I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm gonna go with the Bears.
I'm gonna go with very, very cautiously, but I'm gonna take the Bears.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a tight game.
Yeah, I think this will be. This is a game they have to win. They've got a bunch of games coming up here that are winnable games. They got this game. They got a bye. They got the Commanders, which is, I'm not saying. Then they got the Patriots right after. So, I mean, this is a game they have to.
It's a tough game for a rookie too.
Yeah, got to travel.
Traveling, the time difference and whatnot.
Got to learn how to get your body right and all that.
Right. He always seems like he's a pretty good about taking care of himself. Correct.
Yeah. I mean, so far so good. I mean, he's improved every week, so we can see how it goes this week. But yeah, I'll take the Bears. They are 2-point favorites though, which is for a neutral site pretty good. I guess the odds makers like them, and the over under is pretty high, 44.5. That's a pretty big number too. So yeah, that's it for the NFL. Anything else, Willie? I know you have birthdays, but we don't know if we called in or nothing. So me and Jace could do. You want to do birthdays or no, Jace?
I love birthdays. I like shoving it.
We'll head off.
Let's do it.
Head-to-head birthdays, I guess. Let's do it. It'll be quick too, because we'll go rapid fire birthdays tonight.
Not too quick, because I get lost.
Okay, wait, real quick. I'm looking at the Bears travel pictures. What's up with all these guys wearing their old man tennis shoes?
Love it.
Montez Sweat with his Oasis walking out. Caleb Williams walking out in some Oasis.
They might have did it on purpose.
No, it's only a handful of guys that did it. Kyra Santos has Tim's shoes on. Bandos.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, you can start it though.
Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is the day. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Dear someone today.
Birthdays are fun. So let's see here. So do you want to give Jason a handicap on this stuff and let him go first every time?
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That'd be easier. Yep. Jace is up.
Jace. Tony Dungy.
Ooh. I'm going to say 73.
61.
69.
I was going to say that too.
Oh, it kills both of you, right?
God bless it. I didn't think he was that old, but
yeah.
I knew he was a little older, but I was like, I don't want to say that right off the bat.
Dang it.
Oh, damn it to hell,
that
right?
Sucks. Okay, well,
no,
I don't want to play no more.
I want to go home now.
I'm taking my ball and going home. Okay, go ahead, Willie.
Let's see here. We got Priest Holmes.
Jeez, I don't even know who that is.
He's running back for the I know he was Chiefs. Priest Holmes with the Chiefs. Wasn't he also with the Ravens as well? I believe so.
Yes.
Is this like pre me being born? Like old?
No.
You know what? In that case, you know what? I'll let your dad go.
You go first, because I've never even heard of the guy.
I'm gonna say Priest Holmes is 47.
49.
51.
Oh, so Rick's guessing right now with us. Rick's guessed 68 on Tony Dungy and 46 on Priest Holmes.
Okay.
So go ahead, name it. I'm sure he's typing as you say it. So
don't be looking it up, jackass.
Yeah, he's probably typing right away. Yeah, don't be cheating. They're pretty close, cheater.
Charles Woodson.
Okay. You know who he is? Okay, you can guess then.
Yeah, played for the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Played for Michigan. He was a Heisman Trophy winner.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say 46.
I got to think here. I hope I got the dates right here.
Take your shoes off. You need to.
I'm going to say he's 52.
Rick?
He said 45.
45? 48.
Ah, okay.
Evan Longoria.
Hubba.
He just retired too.
Huh?
He just retired.
Did he?
Yep.
Wait a minute. I'm thinking the actress.
Ava Longoria.
Eva. Wait, were you actually? I was like, wait, what the hell?
I was like, huh?
You're thinking the baseball.
I'm like, is this guy like eye candy?
Okay. So the ex-Tampa Bay Rays third baseman we're talking about now? Okay.
Evan.
Jace, you know who he is?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And he just got retired from the Giants.
Okay. I got Rick's guess, and I look, but I won't guess his number. So,
I'm gonna say 39.
Oh, Jace got it. Where's the bell? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Jace got it. Rick guessed 43. Okay, next up.
Bubba Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
A NASCAR driver, right?
Yep. You know? It's your guess.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna say 28.
Say 31.
Damn.
31. Let's see if Rick had a guess. I'm sure he heard it. Let's see what he says. We'll give him a tie if he said 31 too.
Okay.
So give him a point because he's delayed, so he gets a point as well. Because he's probably typing as soon as we do it. So
okay, we'll wait on him a little bit.
Yeah, no, he we're delayed like 10 seconds. So
Should have just called him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mike Singletary.
Oh, Samurai Mike.
He was on the 85 Bears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Trying to think how old McMahon was or is.
Yeah. I don't know. I got Rick's guess.
I'm gonna say 63.
I'm gonna say 69. Rick said 58.
165.
Yeah. I knew he's 60 something. Go ahead, Willie.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre. I know how old he is.
Purple Croc Brett.
Dude, dead air. Let's go here.
I'm thinking, Jesus.
Throw a number out.
There's not a lot in my brain. Give me a time. I'm competitive in this. That's all I got to live for. Birthdays.
Well, your dad should give you a gauge.
Yeah. Oh,
but he knows.
I know who he is. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm trying to.
Hey, Junior.
You're not helping me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm gonna say 45.
Rick said 53.
Okay, what do you say?
52.
55.
Dang it. I thought it was my age.
10 years off. Yep, that's about right.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Junior, huh?
Junior. Today, Junior.
48.
I'm going to say 45. And Rick says, what's the age? He won't hear it.
50.
Okay. He didn't put it on yet. Oh, he's 50. Dang. Still delayed. Well, we can move to the next one. Oh, 43 he put.
Remember that one for 19 years?
Okay.
Steve Young.
And ironically, he's not young. Jace, Stephen Young. This number came to my head right away, so I'm saying it.
You go first then.
60.
I'm going to say 65.
And Rick, 62.
63.
63.
TJ Watt.
Ooh, TJ. He put on a show last night. Yeah, that dude every time I see that guy play, he puts on a show. He's
25.
Damn, that's young. I'm gonna say he's 30.
Damn.
Let's see what Rick says. He might get a tie again here. Does he get the tie? Does he get the tie? 32, Rick said. So,
let's see here.
I don't even know what that means.
Drummer Tico Torres.
Tico, that's my guy. That's my 69. Dang it.
67.
He's older too. He's damn.
Is he old? Like, is he grandpa's age?
He's the oldest guy of the band.
Oh.
By years, I think. Not by a lot, because I know.
Is Rick going, who is he?
Yeah. Tico 67.
71.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, he's in good shape too. I mean,
be able to drum for a concert. I am doing much.
Cellist Yo-Yo Ma.
Yo-Yo Ma.
Because you know why I did that? Because I saw the Seinfeld episode where you go Yo-Yo Ma, when Kramer got punched in the head by Joe DeVolo.
Yeah,
you go first.
No, your guys. Go ahead.
Who even is it?
I don't know. Guess. Just guess an age.
69.
Yeah. Jesus. Career. Wow. Rick said 67.
That's the highlight of my week.
Elizabeth Shue.
Ooh.
Swing.
Hubba. Elizabeth Shue. Let's say, you know what she is, Jace?
Nope.
Then guess. You might as well guess. You're on fire now.
No help.
Is she older, younger than you?
I don't know.
58.
53. Rick's gonna say he said 82. No, I'm just kidding. He did not. 57.
61.
Or I'm sorry, 52. I'm sorry. 61 she is?
61.
Wow.
That was close.
Yeah. Let's go with Bradley Whitford from
I know who he is.
No, but he was the guy in not Happy Gilmore, but the other
Caddyshack?
No, the other character, the Adam Sandler movie where he had to go through school.
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Remember, he was the guy that he was fighting for control.
Yeah.
Bradley Whitford.
Go ahead.
It was a little kid that he was fighting?
No, he was the adult. He was fighting.
I've never watched Billy Madison.
Really? Oh, that's your problem.
How old?
Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say 59.
55. 64, Brad said.
65.
Rick said 64.
Daryl Hammond.
Ooh,
Saturday Night Live.
He's funny. I'm going to say he's 64.
66.
Rick will take a second. We went quick that time. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I don't know. I'm just trying to kill time. I don't.
Dead air.
Dead air. Who? Knock, knock. Who's there? Dead air.
Dead air.
Dead air. Dead air. Dead air. Dead air. 65.
69.
I already got mine in. I'm good.
And the last one for 6 points.
6-pointer. Jace, you are first.
Daryl Hall of Hall Notes.
Your kiss is on my list because she's a man eater. She only goes out at night. Yeah, Rich Girl. That's a great song too. Yeah. Only goes out at night.
I'm gonna say 68.
Rick said 72. I'm gonna say 69.
78.
Oh yeah, he's old.
Jace wins.
Jace is the winner tonight of birthdays.
Ding, 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 ding.
That 69 felt amazing.
Tell him what he wins, Johnny. You win a big middle finger. Thanks for playing.
And a Twix Mini.
And a Twix Mini.
I don't even like Twix.
Well, that's what you win.
What do you like about Twix? Is there a cookie
I don't like
in
the
it?
cookie, yeah.
Is there a dark one in there? A dark
Twix?
dark chocolate. Dark chocolate.
There's the special edition.
Yeah, those are gold. Yep, that one right there. Yep. Dark chocolate are good. With beer.
Oh, you know what? I do have something I have to run upstairs and grab real quick.
Okay.
Right.
Then run upstairs and get something real quick.
So you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
Malort and mothballs.
That'd be that'd be kind of funny to make ice cubes look like mothballs.
So Rick said that's stupid. So let's don't forget get a chance check out some of our old podcasts, Bench Warmers podcast. We got 210 or so episodes, so check them out. Also, if you get a chance, check out the 46 Zone podcast. It's about the Bears and the NFC North. And the goings on. We'll have a show coming out this week. Last week it took a week off, but we'll have it this week sometime. Usually on Thursdays they release for that one. So check them both out. As well. So Jace, do you have anything else that you know or want to know about?
No,
or care
not
about?
much. Just sports are going.
Yeah, I got baseball. Don't forget the MLB playoffs are going on, NLDS's, ALDS. NFL's going to week 6 this week, as we talked about. College football is starting to get going now. We figure out who that final 12 is going to be. The pictures starts getting clearer every week. Also, NBA, we'll have our NBA kickoff show. Will be, I believe, next week we'll do it. NBA preview show. And the official Chris Middleton watch will start when he plays again this year. We'll start the clock. So yeah, we'll do that next week. We'll also talk more about NFL, a lot about Major League Baseball, and just the usual stuff we do. Willie had to go get a surprise or something upstairs. I don't know what he got, but we'll find out. He's bringing it over here. It's in a bag. I don't know. I hope it's
an animal.
I do have one more birthday that I forgot to mention here, and this is worth 8 points.
8 points.
So, Jace, you get to go first.
Oh boy.
Scott Cavelli. His birthday is this coming Wednesday.
Oh yeah, yep, sure is.
Yes, that's right.
53.
So, Did the math. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Let's see if Rick hits it. Rick hits it, he gets a point too. If Rick's still listening, he gets a point also if he's listening.
Do I get bonus points if I leave him at the bar?
I do.
So we got Rick. I mean, Willie.
Oh,
so as a tradition.
Oh, peanut butter chocolate bananas. That's different.
That's why I ask you. So. I know you won't take anything because there's a fruit in it. So what would you like?
I'm gonna try a dark chocolate one though. I'm going dark chocolate tonight.
Okay. Well, you're gonna get all the time to eat these.
I get to play the home game with these, whatever that is. Well, guys, got to leave now. I got my frozen banana.
I'm gonna try one of the dipped in peanut butter. It's a peanut butter cup one. So. So.
It's ironic they're called Diane's frozen bananas. Ooh. Nice
great
nice
picture.
green bananas.
Oh, are they green?
It tastes really green.
Green.
Let me see. Not as good as that one.
Seems like you're enjoying this one a lot more.
Oh, they're good. The dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate
is incredible. Nice.
So it's a bench warmer tradition. We always have frozen bananas.
Here's the question: why haven't we never made homemade ones, huh?
I did last year.
Yeah, you did.
No, you did.
I did last year. Homemade ones.
I had one of the best frozen bananas. I think I talked about this before when I was in Vegas last year. It was at the bowling alley was in a hotel. It was off the strip, but it was a bigger hotel casino, and they had an ice cream shop, like an ice cream thing. So I walked in. I was in. Well, I'm thinking about getting something to drink. I wasn't even thinking of ice cream. I'm like, oh, frozen bananas. I'm gonna try one. It was a frozen banana without the coating.
Dipped it.
And they dipped them right there in front of you and rolled them whatever you wanted coating. So I got nuts and they were nice and salty. And then when you bit into it, it had softened the banana up because it was hot. Like chocolate they put it in. So it hardened though. And it became like magic shell, but it was awesome. It tastes like ice cream. It tastes like ice cream.
I highly recommend this one. This is very good.
Is there peanut butter?
Peanut butter, banana, like chocolate's very good.
You like bananas?
No.
What don't you like about bananas?
I've never liked bananas. Even when I was younger, I just don't like how they taste. I don't like banana flavor at all.
Make you poop?
They do. They help. Us old guys know that. So how about closing thoughts? What was our picture here? What did Rick send? Me eating the banana on screen.
Oh, yes.
That could be my bedroom, or the studio. Don't know. That's weird. He throws bananas in bed.
He's teasing himself too.
Yeah.
Even weird that Rick has a picture of it. If it's your bedroom.
Rick, you're welcome. You put that needle in spank bank. Hey, awkward. Sprinkle the infield with that. I'm just kidding. So closing thoughts, right? Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Let me look at my notes here real quick.
Playoff baseball's going. NBA's back.
Hey, real quick
NHL.
here, some people that birthdays the same day as Scott's.
Oh, okay.
John O'Hurley from Seinfeld.
Yes.
He was
Vandalay Industries.
Jay Peterman.
Jay Peterman, right?
That's right.
Yep.
Let's see who else that you would know. Guillermo del Toro from The Shape of Water.
Mm-hmm.
Singer PJ Harvey.
Down by the water. Is that his name?
Sean Lennon, which is
Doink.
Sharon Osbourne.
Oh.
Tony Shalhoub.
Oh, okay.
Monk.
He's from Fond du Lac,
Yeah,
right?
Yes, he is. Yep.
From Fond du Lac?
Yeah.
And they actually made the movie up in Door County at Fish something. I can't remember the name of it, but
okay.
Robert Wool from Arliss.
Arliss, that's a great show.
Yep. Who else? Jackson Brown. And who else?
That's a who's who of people, right?
Scotty McCreery.
Oh.
You know who that is?
With the deep voice. Won American Idol.
That's right. And that's all I know. I don't know any of these other cats. Oh, Zachary Ty Bryan from Home Improvement. He's one of the kids.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Rick said, good show, and see you Thursday. So, Rick, have a good evening. And I hope your burger was good at Nook. I'm guessing that's what the picture was from. Place is awesome. Okay, closing thoughts, Jace.
Sports. Blackhawks play the new expansion team tomorrow from Utah, the Utah Soakers. No, Utah Hockey Club. They're the late slot, 9 p.m. Central Time. They drop the puck. Cool to see Utah getting that hockey team. Great hockey crowd. We got basketball 2 weeks. Preview show will be next week. Fall's here, so weather's turning. So, yep.
Not quite yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
It was cold today at work. It was cold all day.
Yeah.
It was
chilly when I got up this morning to go to work.
We actually had frost this morning. Once the sun rose, it froze.
Did it really?
Yep.
What's going on? So I'm looking forward to chasing the white ball around this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It should be a good time. Good group of guys just hanging out. Just
drinking Malort and
that's not my plans, but okay.
Now it is.
If it shows up.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna show up, I bet.
Hope not.
No, that won't be our birdie bottle.
Yeah. No.
It's gonna be your bogey bottle.
No, not that. I'll be drinking too much of it then.
Right.
Okay, no double bogeys though, right? Okay, I'm good.
Right. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's a little bit of dart ball action. 58 below. Where you guys playing at? Oh, you guys are home.
Finally at home.
Yep.
The Road Warriors are at home.
Yeah, 3 weeks in the
Got
road.
our shirts. New shirts came in and everything. Yeah. So
I'll only be there for the food.
Yeah, for the food. Yeah. So Masons this week finally. Also, hope everybody in Florida stays safe.
Oh yeah,
with Hurricane Milton, correct? Is that the name of it?
Your sister has some relatives that live there.
Yeah, her in-laws live down there. So
they're evacuating now, telling everybody to get out. It's going to be bad. They're saying.
I saw Rocco Lamacchia Sr. was down in San Marco Island. They took off. They're going to South Carolina, somewhere there. So.
Yeah, they actually Disneyland's closing.
Yes, I saw that.
It never closes Disneyland. They leave it open no matter what. Because usually those hurricanes they just get a lot of rain, and you'll see videos of people that they'll plan on going. If you have season passes, they go on hurricane days when it rains because a lot of the rides are inside. You can go walk around as long as you don't mind getting a little wet. Go if you have season passes, obviously.
It's kind of cool going. You see the videos of Space Mountain, all the lights are on. It's kind of. I personally, I'd be a little freaked out because how truly tight and narrow everything is in there. I worry about getting my head cut off, but. Not
to sound weird, but Disneyland closes, it's gonna be serious.
Right.
Our Disney World there. That's
Well,
crazy.
I seen Adam Scheffner reposted a thing. It was one of the the longest tenured meteorologist in Florida, he like started crying on air talking about how bad it was. And he said when the tweet said it was from another guy who had posted it, he said when the guy's name, when he gets this emotional and this intense on live broadcast, it's bad.
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah.
We will.
We're fortunate. The biggest thing we have to worry about is tornadoes around
Yeah.
here. And we got the Lake Michigan on our backside. That usually anything that comes, bad weather comes through here. A lot of times that lake, whatever it's got going on there,
sucks in it or makes it worse.
Well, most of the time it
for us it sucks it
down.
Yeah.
Shuts it down. Yeah.
I will say I am sitting in Ed's chair. There are a lot of very, very big rumors out there that the government caused the worsening of the last hurricane, because there was a back in the 90s when the war against Cuba was going on, they would send water planes out there and they dump water into the storms to make them worse and change the trajectory of them. There was one of these planes that kept doing maneuvers inside the storm it was day-long periods. It was a Coast Guard plane that could dump water, and it kept changing its pattern, they said.
I don't know if I believe that.
Well, it's what the internet told me.
Yeah, well, then it's true.
Exactly.
A little far-fetched, but,
Yeah, I don't know.
I got my flannel pants on, and I'm sitting in Ed's chair. Just had to say it.
So, yeah, that's all my closing thoughts. Yeah, it should be a decent little weekend. Just played some golf. Last probably chance. I mean, besides our little outing we do in a few weeks, the little Halloween Brightondale one.
It is making me happy. Next week, my boss told me today we're taking all the garbage cans in tomorrow, all the ball washers, all the markers are coming in. So
They'll put them off for that. They'll leave them off for that Brightondale tournament.
Well, the Brightondale Open is, but we'll put the markers back.
The one
up.
we do. Right?
We'll probably put the marker. I don't know. We might pull them in by then.
Well, they always
It's
have
very
like
possible.
stupid games at each one. So maybe
So
your marker is a stupid game.
We very well might pull the markers for that because it's easier because we'll stop using the T mowers and we'll start using bigger mowers just to get them done quicker. So, but
what do you worry about time? You just want to take as much time as you can because isn't that you get paid by the hour?
Oh yeah, I know. Well, but in the fall there's so many things to do and it's always
leave raking.
Well, we'll blow leaves all day, but I mean we don't actually start working in the fall till like 9 o'clock. Sometimes we're just cutting down trees because the frost is so bad.
Remember when you used to blow leaves? Oh, he's looking for you.
I was
Is it Jane?
I haven't blown too many leaves this year. We've been doing a lot of other stuff.
Okay, on that note. So nothing else, Willie?
I don't think I have anything here. Let me look. Oh, I do have a place. I saw this. Oh my God, the sandwich looked awesome.
That's what she said.
It's called Capriati Sandwich.
Oh yeah, Capriati's. There was like a chain.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's two of them in Chicago.
Yeah.
So they have a Thanksgiving one where it's like pulled turkey, stuffing, and cranberry sauce on it.
Really?
And it looks amazing. We got to look at the website when we get down here. But
Yeah, I've heard of Capriati. Someone's told me about it. I've seen them too. I just never got anything there.
yeah, so man, it looks like an amazing place.
Check it out.
We have to do that when we're
in Chi-Town.
Chi-Town for sure.
Cool.
Be good filler for all the drink. You know, even if you go for the ugly sweater.
Yeah. That's I saw that. That's I can't remember when I saw. Is it the second week of December? That is. Or
Yeah, I gotta look. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. So, okay. So that's not the button I wanted, but we can start over. Play that one. Okay. So with the Basement Bench podcast, thanks to Jace for stopping on tonight, and Willie, and Rick for doing the birthdays with us. We will see you all next week for the basketball preview show and basketball preview and NFL review. Take care.
Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome.
Bye, Felicia.
Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
Let's give them more buys and highs.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.